third six the charm. The first two letters of the French word for life, the Arabic numeral 6, and the word 6 spelled out. This particular vanity license plate was chosen as a tribute to the deceased father of one Daniel Delosio of Ontario. V was chosen to represent the senior Delosio's love of life, while the first iteration of the number 6 represents the 6 Stanley Cups won by the Montreal Canadiens the younger man had witnessed at his father's side. Delosio, who is a crucifix-wearing Catholic, says that the second 6 represents the 6 members of his family, and together the two 6s also serve to represent the number 66, his hero Mario Lemieux's former jersey number. Unfortunately, the two letters in the word V also are the characters in the Roman numerals representing the number 6, effectively making his license plate read 666, the biblical number of the beast. It was for this reason that the Ministry of Transportation has opted to revoke his right to use that particular combination as his license plate number in the future. You cannot petition the Lord. Apparently taking his cue from the George Burns movie Oh God, or possibly from the film Miracle on 34th Street, a resident of the Israeli town of Haifa, David Shashan, has brought legal action against the fictional character Yahweh. After establishing that the accused had not deemed to appear in his own behalf, Shashan, who was seeking a restraining order against the Most High, testified that for the past 3 years he started to treat me harshly and not nicely. In fact, over those 3 years, Shashan has been seeking relief from the local constabulary, whom he has called for aid at least 10 times. The presiding judge in the case, Ashan Kanan, is no more helpful than the police have been, as he called the request ludicrous and suggested that Shashan seek redress elsewhere. Whether the judge meant in a synagogue or a mental institution was not made clear in his ruling. United against hatred. It was terrible to hear this. The Cedar Valley is better than this, lamented atheist activist Justin Scott. What he was talking about were the two words, Jesus saves, spray-painted on the side of a synagogue. The defacement of the Waterloo, Iowa temple has brought together a diverse community of believers and non-believers to rectify an insult to Judaism. Earlier this May, the Sons of Jacob Synagogue was subject to an act of vandalism with the spray-painted message, Jesus saves, defacing the wall near the doorway, with a cross painted underneath for good measure. While the structure itself was undamaged, local police are categorizing the event as a hate crime since it represents a direct contradiction of a specific faith. But this act served an ecumenical purpose, uniting disparate faiths in an effort to clean the spray-painted temple. Foremost in the effort were Eastern Iowa atheists and Cedar Valley atheists coming together on the reasoning that an attack on one belief system is an attack on us all. According to atheist blogger Hemant Mehta, the United Front was intended to demonstrate a community unwilling to accept religious bigotry and to accept aid regardless of the source. Christians were also active participants in the cleaning. The Sons of Jacob found the effort comforting, but are worried about a systemic threat, according to member Aaron Maiden. It's hard to gauge the level of threat, she said.